The WZ-111-5A is a Tier 10 Chinese collector heavy tank. For many of you that already watch my channel, you know that this is my favorite Tier 10 in the game, but while it is my favorite Tier 10, I also know that this tank is not the best of Tier 10 tanks. 20,000 gold for this vehicle really just isn't a great price tag in my personal opinion. I think if it was like 15, 16,000 gold, yeah, not bad, but 20,000 gold is still $70 US if we make our way down to the gold offers. So yeah, I wouldn't suggest to buy the 5A. However, I've got really good news for you. This is the best crate I've actually seen Wargaming sell yet. It's the 5A container. It was $10. You can see I have one in my garage because I bought it for $10. And basically, as it says in the description, includes the 5A, a Tier 10 heavy, with a 20% drop chance or 5,000 gold. Now, just to remind you, this container cost me $10. If we make our way over to the gold section, a $10 bundle will give you about 3,250 gold. You get 5,000 gold from the bundle that costs $10, and you have a 20% chance to get the 5A. Yeah, why wouldn't you go for it? Let's open it. Let's see what we get. Come on, give me the 5A. I mean, it doesn't really matter for me, but yeah, we got 5,000 gold. There you go. Now I got 5,000 gold in my account for $10, so it's a win-win either way. I would highly suggest, if you have money lying around and you've maybe wanted to get the 5A on your bucket list, this is the best way to try and get your hands on it. It's cheap. If you don't get it, you get 5,000 gold. And guess what? If you really want the 5A still, you can just put that gold, buy a little bit more, and get the 5A for the flat-out price. It's actually a really solid crate. A lot of times people don't like crates, but this is one of those few times that I'll actually say it's just a flat-out win on both sides of the bundle. So let's talk about the 5A, because I'm guessing a lot of you are going to be getting your hands on this vehicle, because even I thought that crate was really good. Normally it's $20 for the 20% drop chance crate, but yeah, 10 is a steal. So let's first of all go over the statistics of the 5A. For the heavy tank category, the 5A is an incredibly mobile vehicle. It goes 50 kilometers per hour forward and 15 in reverse with a power to weight ratio of 17.5. While the IS-7 may have a power to weight ratio of 18, this vehicle has way better terrain resistances, meaning that it actually accelerates and feels much more mobile than the IS-7 on really any terrain. When we take a look at the gun and the turret, it has 300 millimeters of turret armor on the front. Yes, you heard that right, 300 millimeters. When I break into the armor, it is no joke. The hull down capabilities are also very good. It's got 7 degrees of gun depression, meaning that you can work most ridgelines in the game that you would need to, like Mines Hill, Canyon Hill, most of the important spots this tank can easily cover. And finally, we go over to the gun. Now, comparing this gun to the IS-7's gun, it is way better. It's got better aiming time at 4 seconds. It's got better dispersion. IS-7's at 0.362. This is at 0.353. When you take a look at the damage per minute, it's about the same. I think it's a teeny bit more, but nothing that's going to make a huge difference. Penetration on the standard's pretty similar. On the premium, yeah, it's about the same as well, because heat with this vehicle is 333, and the IS-7 gets, I think, 317, but because of shell normalization, they kind of equal out to be about the same penetration. But the HE is super nice on this vehicle. 72 mils of pen and 600 average damage. I love the ability to slap HE shells into your opponents, especially using the very good mobility this tank does have. When we take a look at the actual effective armor of the 5A, yeah, I'll be honest, the hull armor is quite weak. You will get troll bounces on it. These little angled bits here and here will get you some nice auto ricochets. And against medium tanks, yeah, your upper plate is actually not too bad. It's about 250 thick, so you will get bounces here and there, especially if you get weird angles. It will get nice auto ricochets, but usually they're lucky. You got a big old lower plate that's pretty weak at 209, and yeah, the 5A is not renowned for its hull armor. What it is known for is incredible hull down capabilities. The 5A turret, as I read, is 300 thick, so right at the turret cheek, it's 382. I mean, even with heat shells, you have no chance of penetrating even the slightest bit on the turret cheek. And you might think, well, penetrate this little green spot here. You could, apart from the fact that that's spaced armor, so heat shells actually can't penetrate through the mantlet on the 5A. It's incredibly thick on the turret, and when you're using it hull down, not only do your hatches, which are quite weak, get hidden, but now the entire upper plate becomes red, and this is where the 5A becomes an extremely hard target to actually clear. This is why I've always loved the vehicle. It's very mobile, it's very flexible, plus it has so much gun depression and hull down capabilities that if you use it right, you might just be impervious for an enemy trying to shoot at you. Even a Hori, which I can show you. Let's go to Tier 10 tank destroyers, Japan, Hori Type 3, using premium shells with Callion, can only penetrate this little spot there on the cheek of the 5A turret. It is just that strong, although, as I did say, heat shells can't cut through space armor, but AP can. So the Ho-Ri can actually penetrate the mantlet of the 5A, but that's still pretty thick when you think about it. We've gone over the armor, we've gone over the statistics, now we need to get into an actual battle and showcase just what the 5A can do well at. Now I'll be honest, the 5A does need a bit of a buff. I think it either needs more DPM, or maybe a bit more hull armor added on with hit points. It's definitely being left behind a bit in tier 10. But the things that I love about the tank are always going to be the things that I love about the vehicle. The fact that it has a virtually impenetrable turret, plus the great hull down capabilities, and very good top speed, plus the alpha, make this tank feel flexible on almost any situation. If you're up against other heavy tanks, even if they're penning you, you can quite easily trade them or out-trade them with your 460 alpha. At the same time, you'll beat them in the position. If you need to go to a medium position, you've got more hit points, you've got enough mobility to get there quickly, and again, you've got that armor to actually bounce shells against medium tanks. So this tank just feels really, really flexible. And a lot of heavy, sometimes you gotta weigh your options and figure out where you're gonna go. When it comes to the 5A, you really don't. You can just pick where you want to go, and if it's not the right spot, then you can just use your mobility, leave that position, and go somewhere else. So that's exactly what we're going to be doing in this battle, finding out just exactly where we're going to go. Now, normally I like to go into that little alleyway towards A, but because I'm in such a mobile heavy, and they've got a bunch of big hitting tanks, the 95, VK90, VK72, I'm actually going to push quickly and aggressively over towards this part of the map, seeing just where I can get away with. So there's the grill, and if this guy pokes it, I'm going to be really, really surprised. So let's just keep on going. There's the 54, keep on going, and nice. Okay, so there's the grill off to the side, and we also got the T-54 over here, and, trying to figure out what I want to do. I don't really want to bleed 600 health, I'll be honest. I mean, I don't know why the grill's there. That's a really, really bad situation for him. But, yeah, honestly, I'll bleed 600 health to hit you, dude. There you go, and we even got to bounce it because we side-scraped. This guy has basically put himself on a death sentence, but that's fine with me. We're going to put on our adrenaline, so we should be able to out-reload him. Ooh, yeah, there you go. Another nice shot in, although that was a pretty lame roll if I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. Let's reload one more shell, 3 more seconds left, 3, 2, 1, and, well, guess it doesn't really matter. That guy was clearly not the best player, but that's really all there is to say. Let's aim it on the 54. Nice shot for 483. You can see that alpha hitting hard as it always does. And now I'm going to figure out what I want to do. Now, our E3 is getting bullied, but he kind of put himself in that situation, so I don't feel too bad for him. We got the VK90 off to the side. I can't pen him whatsoever, and okay, guess he'll just pen me like that. I can't even hit that guy because of the angle this hull is on. Where did we get penned by that VK90? I'm so confused. It didn't hit us in the turret weak spot. It just kind of went through our vehicle. Oh well, let's just push on up and see if we can get a pen into the side of his tank. There you go. Nice tap for 428. And yeah, the VK90 is not going to be having too much fun in this game. We're easily winning this. You can already see we're up, what, 5 tanks? So yeah, this will be pretty easy. Speed and power. Go, go, go. Let me see if I can get another shell into the VK. And here we go. Boop. Thank you for your 422 hit points, good sir. And now let's go towards the IS-7, use that mobility, and see if we can get out any more damage. I don't know why that guy wanted me so bad. Maybe it's because of the name. I don't know. But, man, that guy really, really wanted to shoot my vehicle. So we got the IS-7 over here. We also got the VK72, so maybe we can get a slap in. There you go. Nice tap for 486. And let's put on our adrenaline. Hopefully the IS-7 shoots the Yo, which he did, which means we should be able to get one more shell out into the IS-7. And there you go. Another nice tap for 465. With that, we are already over 3,200 damage. This just showcases where this tank can easily come out with pretty decent damage. There you go. Nice tap for 460 on his upper plate. You can see the standard pen is pretty nice. And there you have it. Pretty solid victory for the 5A. Now, I would play another battle, but honestly, I already have so many victories in the 5A for my career. I mean, that was just a 3,600 damage game there alone. But overall, I've played over 1,000 battles in this tank, and I'm sitting at a 71% win rate with almost 3,200 average damage. It can definitely hold its own if you understand how to use it, but it definitely also has to be known how to be played. I will tell you as a disclaimer now, if you haven't watched the entire video and you bought the tank and then you tell me I was wrong about it, I'm going to tell you now, if you don't understand how to use this vehicle, you will do very, very poor in it. It's not the easiest tank to play out there, especially, as I said, I do think it's a bit power crept, but if you understand how to use it, the tank can work very, very well. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video, and other than that, I'll be seeing you in the next one. Bye-bye.